A good thriller ends when the movie ends.
Mm-hmm.
A great thriller keeps working on you for days. That is what this list is about. Not cheap twists, not empty violence. I want thrillers with character, moral pressure, and story design that keeps echoing after the credits.
Okay, so my friend showed me this site called Cinento, and honestly it's kind of changed my Friday nights. You just tell it your mood and who you're with, and it picks one movie for you. Like a real human pick. No more scrolling for an hour and giving up. Just go try it.
Welcome back to Cinento. In this top 10 episode, the therapy focus is psychological aftertaste. These are thrillers from different countries, including famous Hollywood titles and more international picks. But every choice had to do one thing: stay in your head. Not just because of plot tricks, but because of what the story says about fear, obsession, guilt, or human darkness. At number 10, I have Tell No One. This is one of the cleaner thriller recommendations for viewers who want pace and emotional investment at the same time. It gives you mystery, danger, and movement, but it never forgets that the story begins with grief and love. Alex is not trying to become a hero. He is a man pulled into an impossible situation when the past stops staying buried. That gives the movie good emotional traction. The thriller mechanics work because there is an actual heart inside them. Choose it if you want something fast, accessible, and a little less heavy than the darkest titles on this list. At number 9, I have The Guilty. The Guilty is a masterclass in controlled tension. It happens mostly through phone calls, but it never feels small. In fact, the limited space makes it more intense because your imagination has to do part of the work. Asger is the whole machine here. His voice, his impatience, his guilt, and his need to control the situation become the real thriller engine. The film is not only asking what is happening on the other end of the call, it is asking what kind of man he really is under pressure. Pick this when you want pure tension and strong performance without a sprawling plot. At number 8, I have The Secret in Their Eyes. This film stays with people because it mixes crime, memory, love, and unfinished justice. It is not just about solving a case. It is about what some cases do to the soul when they never really leave you.
El 21 de junio de 1974 fue el último día que Ricardo Morales desayunó con Liliana Coloto. Usted sabe tan bien como yo que violó y mató a esa chica. No se meta. Ninguno de los dos puede hacer nada.
Este asunto se acabó.
¡Van a saber lo que es la justicia, hijo de puta! ¿Sabes con quién te estás metiendo? No tenés una mínima idea.
El asesino sabe que lo estamos buscando.
Ya lo vamos a encontrar.
Benjamin is not only investigating violence, He is also living inside regret, misconnection, and a past that refuses to stay past. That emotional layering is why the film becomes more than a procedural. It leaves a residue. Choose this when you want a thriller that also feels like a life story and a character study. At number 7, I have Black Swan. Black Swan belongs here because it weaponizes perfectionism. The pressure in the film feels internal and external at the same time. That makes it more disturbing than a simple horror or thriller setup.
Nina Sayers.
Wanna be perfect.
Perfection is not just about control. It's also about letting go. I want to see passion. Attack it!
You really need to relax. She's after me. How about I dance the Black Swan for you?
What happened to my sweet girl?
She's gone!
Nina is one of the great anxiety characters of modern American cinema. She is disciplined, fragile, ambitious, and dangerously split between control and desire. The film turns artistic pressure into psychological collapse, and that is why it gets inside the viewer's system. Use this when you want something intense, visually sharp, and centered on a character unraveling from the inside out. At number 6, I have The Vanishing. This is a terrifying film because it is so calm. It does not perform fear in a loud way. It studies obsession and evil with a chilling patience that leaves a long emotional stain.
Je m'appelle Raymond Lemorne. Je suis sociopathe et claustrophobe. Je n'ai jamais trompé ma femme.
Ah.
Il y avait le tire-bouchon, s'il te plaît, dans le tiroir. Mais je m'empresse de vous dire que pour moi le pire, ce n'est pas tuer. Parce que mine de rien, c'est devenu une passion. Tu as quelque chose dans la tête.
Vous êtes un menteur. Menteur? Non, je ne vais... Non. Oui? Et je veux...
Rex cannot accept uncertainty, and that need for closure becomes the film's deepest hook. Instead of asking only who did it, the story asks what a person will sacrifice just to finally know. That question is what makes the movie so hard to shake. Pick this when you can handle something colder, more severe, and emotionally haunting. At number 5, I have No Country for Old Men. This is one of Hollywood's great thrillers because it understands that tension is not only chase, it is worldview. The film is thrilling, but it is also about fate, aging, violence, and a world that no longer makes moral sense.
Look.
What's in the satchel?
Full of money.
He's just a guy.
Feeling the will.
Well, it's a mess, ain't it, Sheriff?
You go up to his trailer.
Yes.
Do you want to leave a message?
Yes. I don't come back and tell Mother I love her.
Your mother's dead.
Well, then I'll tell her myself. Got a loose cannon here.
You think this boy Moss has got any notion of the sorts that are hunting him?
I don't know, he ought to. He's seen the same things I've seen, and it certainly made an impression on me. Just how dangerous is it?
Compared to what? Bubonic plague?
The crime you see now, it's hard to even take its measure. It's just all out war.
You can't stop what's coming. What's this guy supposed to be, the ultimate badass?
You don't understand.
Llewellyn Moss, Anton Chigurh, and Sheriff Bell each represent a different way of living under danger. Bell is especially important because he gives the story philosophical weight. He is not just reacting to crime. He is reacting to a changing moral landscape. Choose it if you want something famous, sharp, and still deeper than a standard cat and mouse movie. At number 4, I have Prisoners. Prisoners hits hard because it takes a familiar setup and pushes every character into moral damage. It is not only suspenseful, it is ethically ugly in a very deliberate way, which is why people keep thinking about it after. Kalidova is the center of that pressure. He is a father, but he is also fear becoming action. Detective Loki works as a contrast, strange, disciplined, wounded, but still trying to stay inside the line. Their different responses to crises make the story much stronger than a normal kidnapping thriller. Pick this when you want a dark, serious Hollywood thriller with strong acting and real moral tension. Oldboy is unforgettable because it keeps escalating and still stays emotionally grounded in revenge, captivity, and ruined identity. It is stylish, yes, but the reason it remains powerful is that the pain underneath the style is real. Daesu is not a clean hero. He's confused, damaged, impulsive, and easy to pity one moment and fear the next. That instability gives the film its disturbing energy. The story keeps changing shape, but the emotional wound stays central. Choose this when you want a high-impact Korean thriller that goes all the way and is not afraid of darkness. At number 2, I have Memories of Murder. This film stays in the head because it mixes procedural frustration with social unease and human failure. It is funny in places, frightening in places, and deeply sad underneath everything. That tonal complexity makes it linger. Detectives Park and CEO are not glamorous geniuses. They are limited men under enormous pressure, and the film is honest about that. The real ache of the story comes from what violence does to institutions, to trust, and to the people trying to solve what may not be solvable. pick this when you want one of the best crime thrillers in world cinema, especially if you like stories that get wiser as they get darker. At number 1, I have Zodiac. My number 1 pick is Zodiac because it understands obsession better than almost any thriller I know. It is not just about a killer. It is about what happens when the need to know starts eating years of human life. Graysmith, Tosky, and Avery each get pulled into a different relationship with the case. That is why the movie lasts. The mystery matters, but the deeper story is about attention turning into compulsion. Becomes a thriller about the cost of unfinished truth. Choose this first if you want a famous Hollywood thriller that is mature, intelligent, and almost impossible to fully leave behind. That is my top 10 for thrillers that stay in your head for days. If you want the cleanest first entry, start with Tell No One or The Guilty. If you want the most complete long aftertaste, Zodiac and Memories of Murder are the strongest prescriptions here. And if you want the darkest emotional shock, Oldboy and The Vanishing are waiting for you. Which title from this top 10 feels most like your current mood? And what kind of top 10 therapy list should Cinento build next?
You know when you want to watch something, but you don't even know what you're in the mood for. There's this free site, Cinento, where you literally just describe how you're feeling, and it finds the movie that fits that exact headspace. It's weirdly accurate. I was kind of shocked.